What's going on, everybody? It's Faye. This is a brand new YouTube channel. I'm calling it Pinballfei. I used to stream on Twitch for a living under the name Faye. I've become completely obsessed with pinball. This is pinball in Utah. It's where I live. It's been growing there like crazy thanks to a lot of incredible people. This is the first tournament I recorded. I do have a rig with 3 cameras on it, but I couldn't find a way to power it. Couldn't find my power banks. So this tournament, this was on last Monday. Let's find out when that was. Monday the 20th, September 20th at socialax. And it was a ton of fun. It was a Flipper Frenzy format. And I won't bore you guys with all those details. This is semifinals. So 8 people out of the 24 people that showed up made it into the semifinals. There were 8 of us, and the way it broke down is we divided the 8 people into 4-player groups, and each group played on 3 games. If you won the game, you got 4 points. Second place in points would get 3 points. Third place would get 2 points, and so on and so forth. But I won't go into too many of those details. I say we just get into it. Let me explain the first game we played. This game's called Grand Lizard. This is James Haddon. I don't know if it's Haddon or Hayden. Please correct me. Jeff Peters, Kelly Thompson, and myself, Faye, Justin Lefevre. Here's the hand. So this game's Grand Lizard. It's one of my favorite older games. It's weird and amazing. I'll only go over a few things. Up here, follow the bouncing hand. Up here you got these inserts. This one says 20,000. To the right of it is 40, 60, 80, 100,000. There's 4 drop targets underneath this beautiful lizard's face. And this insert is always moving to the right. So every like 5 or 6 seconds it goes to the right. 5 or 6 seconds it goes to the right. What you want to do is plunge a ball up into the top play field and hit down one of the drop targets when it gets to this 80 or 100,000 point insert. When that's lit and you hit down one target, that starts a timer of like 5 or 6 seconds that you then have to hit the remainder drop targets down, and once you do that you score in whatever value the light was at when you drop down the first target. Second thing to note about the game is there's a lock shot here to start multi-balls. You can hit it from the right flipper. It's a lot easier from the left. But as soon as you lock a ball, you then get another ball to plunge. And to start your multi-ball, there's this green light up here. And you just hit that, and that'll kick balls out here. Whenever you have 2 balls in play, it's 2x the total value of the play field. So everything that you're scoring is worth twice as much. If you have a 3-ball multi-ball, everything's worth 3 times as much. But that's it. That's it for the game rules. It's pretty much all you need to know, in my opinion. And it looks like James is up. There's a bunch of copyright music at the place we recorded at. So instead of, okay, so he's hit down a drop target at 100,000, but he wasn't able to complete it. Like, he didn't hit down all 4, but now he's got 80,000 is locked in, and he did it. Look at that. That was beautiful. Down to the lower playfield. But yeah, so in the future, all tournaments will have much higher quality video with 3 different cameras at least on each game. But yeah, you got to start somewhere. This is like our first tournament, and that's rough, man. He bricks that. I think he hits the stand-ups, and it just goes out the left out lane. But there was really, really loud music when we recorded this, so we can't listen to the game, unfortunately, as much as I would like to. I've already figured out a solution for that. I'm just gonna put like a little lapel self-powered mic with like an SD card right next to the speaker of whatever game we're playing. Okay, so Jeff Peters is in the upper playfield. Jeff's a really good player. I mean, all of us are. James, Jeff, Kelly. I'm okay. Kelly's really good. James is really good. Jeff. Anytime you play any of these 3 in Utah, you know you're gonna have to play pretty hard to beat him and really focus. Okay, so he does have his multi-ball lit, but if he cashes it in, ooh, he almost did right there. If he cashes it in, it's only a 2-ball multi-ball, which in this game is great. It's super, super hard to keep multi-balls alive in this game. A lot of times when they kick out, they just drain right down the middle. It is Saturday night, Sunday morning. I believe it's technically Sunday morning. It's like 1 a.m. when I'm finally editing this. Okay, he starts his 2-ball multi-ball, and he lives. He lives through the kick out. It's actually very impressive. Just racking up points. I do think that I can't remember what that's called. It's the same score display that's in my Nitro Ground Shaker pinball machine, but I think he's at 300K right now, and who needs the camera to be in focus, you know? I think I accidentally left this camera on autofocus, which is kind of a no-no when recording pinball, but, you know, like I said, this will be the quality's only going to go up from here. Only going to go up from here. I do need to buy about 6 more power banks, 1 more camera, a bunch of stuff. I'll put a link if you guys want to, like, kick any funds this way in order to record the tournaments better. Eventually I'll stream all the tournaments, but that'll be after I write some software and create some code for all the players in Utah. There's so many cool fun things that I would like to do. I'm not gonna like explain or talk about any of them yet because it's gonna take a lot of time. Okay, Jeff is just, this is a really great first ball. I believe he's at 400K already. Hits that left ramp. He's locked in. Oh, I thought he locked in the 20,000 drop. Locked in the 60,000 drop targets, but looks like he's in the lower playfield. This game's super fun. It's one of my favorites. I'm really stoked that Nate was able to pick it up. And in the future, the tournaments will go over who's the tournament director and kind of their contribution to the pinball scene here in Utah. You know, their pinball companies or whatever it is they're doing for the scene here, and help promote their work. Because the only reason that this tournament's even possible is because of Lit Amusements. That's Nate Smith and Christy Smith putting their time and money into pinball. And it's a lot of time to organize these tournaments, so thankful to have more than just and this isn't discrediting Ketos in any way. It's just, it's nice to have more than just the one tournament in Utah, or 2 technically every month through Slap. But okay, nice move. Looks like he only picked up 1 danger from that. That's really impressive. Jeff Peters. What sucks is we were playing Total Nuclear Annihilation originally for game 1 of this bank, and it had a major malfunction. So, and I think I was playing pretty well on that. I'm player 4, and I really struggled on Grand Lizard, even though it's one of my favorite games and I usually put up close to 1 million. It's just it was a struggle. Okay, he survives. That right orbit, when it kicks out like that, it is not easy. Not an easy shot to serve, or not an easy feed to survive sometimes. Anyways, I'll stop talking so much. Just go over some basics. How do you guys like the generic music? I'm excited to make these videos better and better and better. I really want to showcase the talent in Utah with pinball. The pinball talent. And I am pretty sleepy. It's like 1 a.m. It's way past my bedtime. I just wanted to get this edited, and I know it's going to take me a couple hours worth of commentary and just watching all these games to do it, but you know, gotta fit it in. Ooh, he backhands the right orbit to get back up top. That was beautiful. Nice work, Kelly. I mean, it's Kelly. Kelly Thompson is not an easy foe. Maybe call him a foe. He's pretty good. He's pretty stinking good. Okay, he just got some serious side to side. Cheers. Bing. Got some nice side to side action with the power right. And it's my turn, so I thought I'd fix the camera, and I think I make it worse. Like, might have to pause this just to... It's like I didn't do anything, really. If anything, now I have to adjust it. I'm gonna pause the video. I'll be right back. Alright, I fixed it so we can actually see the flippers, but I honestly, like, made it worse. The good news is I have the rig. Like, I've already recorded one more tournament. I recorded the first ever women's tournament in Utah with the actual rig with all the cameras, so it'll be much higher quality. I still probably can't use audio at Social Axe just because of all the copyright music. But like I said, I'll figure something out for that. All right, so this is me. You can see this is kind of my strat. I like to cradle and try to cash in the 100, and I did. So not a bad start, you know. I'm at like 142k. This might drain. Woo, that was a good dig. And I slapped it. Dude, okay, so there's Magna saves. I used both Magna saves there to keep it out of the left out lane, and then it just like threw it to the right out lane, but I used the Magna save again. I think I locked 2 balls, and I'm pretty sure I drained them both instantly. Oop, missed the start lock. Okay, I cashed in another 100k. We're at 278. Not bad. Seems like a pretty good first ball. For some reason, I thought I didn't play that great of a first ball. Okay, so I start the multi-ball. Now watch the lower playfield. There's 1 drain. There's 2 drain. This is my experience with Grand Lizard and starting multi-balls. It's always incredible when I watch like Jeff or Kelly play it and they start their multi-ball and it actually starts their multi-ball. That's going out. Ooh, look at that. Back up top. Not bad. Started to cash in the 40,000 points. And as you can tell, I really like to forehand that lock shot, which is just kind of ridiculous. Not that I'm good, I don't know of another Grand Lizard where you can do that easily. I think just the way this one's set up, it's pretty easy to hit that lock shot with the right flipper. Okay, so not bad. I'm at like 364k. I was feeling pretty good about my odds at this point, right? Anybody would. We got James back. And James is, you can never count him out, you know? Even if you get up by a ton of points, it's just, you never know. You never know with this group. Kelly, Jeff, and James are all really good players here in Utah. All right. So he's trying to cash in his 20k, and it looks like he's trying to start that multi-ball. Hopefully the audio is balanced. I'll listen to this video after I'm completely done filming the commentary of it. And if it's not amazing, you know, I apologize. We'll make it better and better as we go. Gotta walk. Gotta crawl before we walk. Walk before we jog. Jog before we run. So on and so forth. Okay. So look at that. That's something I didn't know. I didn't know you could start the multi-ball by shooting your third locked or your third ball just into the lock shot. But look at the points, man. He's got 3 balls in play. He's already at 500,000 just by starting this. I mean, he's getting 3x, 3 times the normal points by having all the 3 balls in play. Oh, dang. He got that long, that wasn't even a half ramp. He basically shot the entire right ramp to its full length and it just like came back. Look at that, 730,000. Within like 20 or like 10 seconds, 15 seconds. It wasn't that long. Okay, he's trying to cash in 80,000 up top, but he misses. Almost digs it out. Probably some decent bonus. This game isn't really bonus friendly. I could explain the bonus to you, but I'm just not going to because out of all the games on Grand Lizard that night, I don't know if anybody went through or went for a bonus strat. And this is Jeff Peters. I think he was asking me about, or one of us, like how you start your multi-ball. Like, what are the different ways? I didn't know there were 2 ways. I thought you had to shoot the ball in the upper play field where the ball just barely almost went to. I thought you had to hit that target up there. But James, okay, so Jeff just cashed in 60K. Not bad. Ooh, that is a big move. And he tilts. And if I know Kelly, Kelly's probably gonna let it chill for a minute. So I'm gonna pause the video and then find where Kelly plunges, so we don't have to wait for a minute. Okay. Found it. Like I said, this will be the worst of all the tournament videos I record. I don't think it's bad. I really don't. You can go watch all the old IFPA Pinball videos. This is what they were like. I mean, if anything, they were a little more simplified, which was kind of nice. You know, it was as if they just put a cell phone and then uploaded that cell phone footage, which is kind of what we've done here. I'm just using OBS to show the points above me and the different games we're playing. I just realized that I have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the left of the screen. My bad. I do have all the stuff. Like, I do have a Grand Lizard graphic to go right there, but since time is limited, and this is like the only 2-hour block I have to edit this video, we'll deal with it. Looks like Kelly's putting up a heck of a ball. While I'm trying to figure out technical difficulties, he's doing some good stuff. So here he is, cradle on the right, looking at the scores, taking some time. Kelly and I are both really slow control players. Putting us in the same group generally is not a great idea for time. Because I know there's certain times when I'm, you know, he or I are down by maybe a couple million on a game, and we'll just cradle up and wait till the info screen comes up and just kind of sit there for 20 to 30 seconds to plan out what exactly we need to do to win. But Kelly's really one of the best players in Utah. It's really good. Doesn't really travel to tournaments. I'm curious how a lot of the Utah players would stack up against top 200 players at bigger tournaments. I know a lot of us are traveling a little more, so I'm excited. I know there's a few that you'll see in future tournaments, like Dan and Josh and Mike, that are top 1,000 ranked in the world, and that'll be super fun to commentate on. In the future, you won't see my face, you know, you'll just see the person playing and hear my voice as well as other people. I do want to get more friends in Utah to do commentary with me on these. So text me, my friends. Text me if you guys want to do commentary. Looks like he cashed in his multi-ball. Kelly. It looked like you can actually like dead bounce up there on those. Ooh, that was, oh, I was gonna say he used the Magna save on the left side, but then it just like, I feel like with Grand Lizard that's what happens. Like, you Magna save on the left, it'll like do a 360 or a 720 and then like throw it to the right out lane, and then you have to Magna save over there, and it can just kind of go back and forth. So this is me. I'm trying to cash in my 100K, which it's like I almost did, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, I ran out of time there. This might be a house ball. Yeah, that's a house ball. I used up 2 of my 3 Magna saves there and just drained. Didn't even get a flip in the lower playfield. Hate to see it. So my first ball that was really good is kind of not as great because I didn't do much on ball 2. But I know that James is feeling pretty good because he's at 810,000, which is way more than most of us. I think Kelly's coming in close, but the final scores on this game are pretty great. I won't give anything away. So that's how you collect your bonus. You spell lizard on those stand-ups in the lower playfield. Looks like all he needs is the L to get his 2x bonus. I need to do a little bit more of a deep dive into this game so I can understand the points up top, not just the drop targets and the locked balls. But I watched Carl D'Angelo play it a bunch at tournaments that he's streamed. Not a bunch, but I believe it's been in a few of his. That was a beautiful Magna save. Good job, James. Okay. So he's trying to get control. And that happens a lot with the way either the playfield's a little warped or the game is leaning a bit, but it's definitely leaning right or it's warped. So it looks like James finishes at 873. I apologize once again. The next tournament I recorded that you'll see after this one was the women's only tournament, and I have a dedicated camera that's focused just on the score. Much easier to read. Okay, Jeff Peters probably at like 700K right now. The scores, like I said, the scores on this game for semifinals is nuts. Technically, this is finals. I'm just calling it semifinals just because, you know, after this we had a finals with 4 people on another bank of 3. Okay, so Jeff locks a ball. Can't remember if he tries to start right off the bat or what. Guess we will find out. But that score display is broken, so it doesn't read accurately. I'll tell you what the score is at the end. Nice nudge, man. Ooh. So if I remember right, his is like 812,000. So James put up 872. Jeff Peters put up 812. And my score of like 381 would have won the other group that made it to finals. Which is kind of crazy. It's just a really good game of Grand Lizard. Okay, Kelly ends up popping down to the lower play field. Doesn't cash in any of his drops. So that's a good dead bounce. I usually have a hard time getting a flipper on the ball when I go on the right ramp. Nice nudge. Keeps the ball in. Keeps the ball in without using his Magna save. Okay, he's doing the Kelly thing, cradling up, trying to figure out like what's gonna be best. Nice, look at that. It's like, that was so skilled. Like, passed up top and, like, cradled for a second. Wow. Okay, so he's already out of multi-ball, but he's in a good position to get back into multi-ball if he backhands the lock shot, and he does. Okay. Go figure. Who would have thought? I've heard Kelly's pretty good at pinball. Okay, so he starts another multi-ball almost instantly. And he keeps it in play. Look at that. Gets that in lane on the bottom, but he just cashed in 80,000 on the top roving drop targets. And I like, you can tell he knows pinball really well. He didn't even try to go for that other ball. He just let it go. Man, that lock shot is just so fun. This game's so fun. It's got that one more game feeling, like you never want to stop. So he's already at 920,000. I can't remember if this puts him above 1 million. Nope. Just barely under 1 mil. And I had that first decent ball and then a house ball for ball 2. Or close, about as close to a house ball as you can get. Ooh, I think I picked up a danger right there. Not even at 400K yet. Okay. Locking a ball. Plunging. Doing the thing. Start my 2-ball multi-ball. I don't remember if I live. Okay, so I did live, which is kind of cool. Okay, I hit that right ramp. Looks like I'm at about 700k right now. What are we at? 790? Man, that sucks. I knew I could have beat Kelly. I should have just slowed down, but you know, that's pinball. So I barely pull ahead of Jeff. Let me pause this when it goes to the scores again, because it's kind of ridiculous. So Jeff pulls in at 812,000. I got 821. James got 872, and Kelly got just under 1 million. But I'm gonna move over to Turtles, and we'll keep going. All right, so that's how it stacks up. James is at 3 points, Jeff's at 1, Kelly's at 4, I'm at 2. First player up on Turtles is basically just goes in opposite order of whoever took last. So if you lose, you have to go first, so on and so forth. So Jeff goes first, I'm going second, James is going third, and Kelly's going fourth. You can see how the points broke down after Grand Lizard. And this is Turtles, and I just super high quality right here. All right, like I said, eventually this will all be ironed out. This is our first tournament video ever. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Not everybody knew this game. I've played a lot of it. I had a very unfair advantage. Doesn't mean I won. But basically with Turtles, you got to hit the right ramp, which is right here. Boom. Left ramp, which is right there. Boom. And then shoot a ball from either the right or left flipper all the way up underneath the glider, underneath the van, the turtle van. That'll start your mode. If you throw 3 balls underneath the turtle van, you start a multi-ball. That's all I'll go over right now. I don't want to inundate people with like rules and stuff, but let's get it. Okay. So it looks like Jeff is up and he's trying to decide which turtle to pick. I told him a little bit about the rules and kind of like how to stack octopus and a multi-ball and so on and so forth, but I don't remember who he chooses. And I apologize for the video not being super focused. I can't remember if he goes with Raph or Donatello. But okay, so he goes with Raphael just so it's easier to start a mode. And anybody, I love this game, but I didn't used to. I did not like Turtles at first. This is a premium. I was not the biggest fan of this game. But after putting 500 or 600 games on it and studying the rules, I really like this game now. Okay, so Jeff doesn't really get a whole lot done. He doesn't start a mode. It does look like he got his skill shot, but I can't even like tell what the score is completely right now. It's so washed out. But I do think it's just under 200,000. And then I'm stepping up. I usually pick Raph. So yeah, I pick Raphael. Nice little tap over. I can't remember if I start the mode on the first try. No, I missed that shot. Little dead bounce. Backhand the left ramp for the skill shot. Okay. Let's see if okay, so I found it. Welcome to the concrete jungle. I don't remember the modes that well, but it's, you know, in Turtles, it's just hit the lit shots. Nice little tip pass over. Didn't quite go as far as I wanted it to. This game's brutal. It is definitely not, nothing on this game is free. Okay, so I just locked ball 2. I think I had the right ingredients for the multi-ball. To have like the frenzy where you can just rip the right spinner and get 500,000 points every time you rip it. And if you start 2x playfield, it's like 1,000,000 points every time you rip the spinner on the right. But here we go. 3 balls underneath the van starts the Turtle Power multi-ball, if that's what it's called. No, Turtle Power is the other one. I don't remember what this one is. It's like Pizza Parlor multi-ball. You guys have to correct me in the comments. Okay, rip the spinner with a beautiful frenzy mode. So Turtles is interesting, the way the multi-ball works. As you hit the shot underneath the van, you can lock in different pizza toppings for your pizza multi-ball. And they all do different things, and I haven't perfectly memorized what they all do. I need to rent this game again from Nate from Lit Amusements. By the way, any of these games we're playing are, for the most part, available to rent. So anybody that's watching this that's in Utah, you know, food for thought. Rent it for a month, rent it for a few months. It's reasonably priced too. So I didn't have the best multi-ball. I think I'm at like 3 million points right here. Just under 3 million. Kind of crapped out. Didn't get a whole lot accomplished, but it looks like I'm bashing the lair targets to try and get my 2x going, as well as the April hurry. Okay, so my 2x is lit. Okay, that was definitely a good nudge. And a nice little tilt. Nope, that wasn't a tilt. Okay. I thought I tilted. I was still in multi-ball. I've got the April hurry up shot going. To start the April hurry up, you just hit the right stand-up target that spells April, and then you have to hit that right ramp. And I believe I have 2x scoring going. So that was worth like 1.5 million just for that one shot. A lot of people have issues with this game because the scoring's just kind of not there. Unless you do like very, very specific things, it's hard to get a lot of points. You have to be in a mode. You know, I feel like this game could be incredible if they just update the code. Make some things give you points other than like one or two things. Okay, I can't even tell what my score is, honestly. It's like 5 or 6 million at this point. And that's too dangerous. I probably tilt. Most likely. And I can't remember even what this mode is, but you know, just follow the lit yellow shots. Now it looks like I gotta hit the lair target on the left. Not bad. Cash it in. Yeah, I'm excited to have the player cam, so you guys don't have to see my face. Be nice to just have commentary in the background and have the actual audio of the pinball machine. Once I have like a $100 to buy a lapel style mic that has an SD card. Just like a standalone audio recorder. I could just use an old cell phone and just figure out a way to like get it in front of the speaker. Okay, backhanding the left ramp, it doesn't always work on this game. Depends on how the game is set up, and I tilted, yeah. I forgot that I had a couple dangers, but I think that leaves me at about 7 mil, if I remember right. And I'll go ahead and fast forward to James. I'm assuming James takes a minute before he plunges, but maybe not. Looks like he's already there. Yeah, he's okay. He didn't wait. I would have waited. Would have waited a little bit. Nothing against James. I just, you know, somebody tilts, you can take your time. Nice, dude. So he picked Donatello. Donatello's ability is it's basically a free multi-ball on the right ramp, so he cashes that in. Cashes it in. Looking good, James. This is a pretty decent little multi-ball. You can actually get a lot of value out of it if you make it to the Super Jacks. I swear there's like a double super or a triple super. You know, you could walk away with this. Just playing Donatello, starting this multi-ball without a mode, you could probably walk away with like 7 million. By getting a few of the Super Jacks. And he double drains. Now he's got to find both the ramps. That was beautiful. The right ramp to the crane shot. And gets a half ramp on the left, which drains him, unfortunately. And the tilt on this is tight, as you could see. I tilted with like pretty tiny moves. Now we got Kelly stepping up. And I think James is at like a mil. Having that separate camera on the LCD or DMD just on the score is gonna be so nice. excited to edit the women's tournament. The first ever women's tournament in Utah, thanks to Christy Smith and her efforts. I was excited that my wife took third. Spoilers, but it's a good tournament. I'm excited to edit that footage. Okay, Kelly's doing what Kelly does. I didn't pay attention to who he picked. Looks like he picked Rolf. Rolf? What? Looks like he picked Raph. I am sleepy. I'm glad we only got this game and one more, because I'm going to bed. I'm not gonna edit finals tonight. The finals will be edited tomorrow. Okay, Kelly starts a mode. I wish I need to start writing down. I need to have like a little black book of all the pinball machines I rent and or buy and get to know really well. Oh, that was like, it was the longest stall on the top of the left ramp. Okay, I don't know if that starts as multi-ball. That's his ball 2 lock. So Kelly's locked 2 balls. And he's feeling good. He's doing the Kelly dance. See if we can get one more underneath the van. He doesn't have a mode started. He doesn't have a mode started going into multi-ball, which limits your points in a big way, but I do think he has the octopus ingredient, which is a flipper frenzy. Basically, you want to try to get that when you're locking in balls for this multi-ball. Because then every time you hit a switch, it's worth like 40 or 50k. And the spinner is pretty juiced on this one. So if you rip that spinner, you can get $500,000. And like I said, with 2x playfield, you'll get, close to 1 million points every time you rip that spinner. I've definitely had some good Turtles games where I didn't do much other than start this multi-ball and 2x scoring and put up 50 or 60 million on ball 1. Just from ripping that spinner over and over. Which is kind of a complaint I have with the game. I feel like the scoring's really, really, really bad. They need to do some balancing. Okay, Kelly backhands the spinner. I mean, that was a good read, dropping the flipper to try to save, but gets the power left out lane. I think he's like around 2 mil right there. I have to zoom way in at the end of this. And if I remember right, the battery dies. Like I could not find a power outlet to plug the camera into. So I apologize for that. If that's in fact what happens. I'm pretty sure the camera dies, so we don't actually know the final outcome. I know the final outcome because I was there, but okay, Kelly's backhand of the right ramp. Now all he needs is the left ramp to light his mode. Nice. See if he hits the left ramp on the fly. Gets the orbit instead. And power. Just beautiful rainbow to the left out. That was a really good ball. It's too bad we can't see the score very well. I think he's at 4 million. Something close to that. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take like a random old cell phone I have, put it on like a mic stand, and put it right next to the speaker of whatever game we're recording or streaming, so we can just like hear the pinball machine audio without the music at the whatever venue we're having a tournament at. Man, James just like getting some freaking 2 power out lanes in a row. Still got a ball save going. That's what's crazy. Didn't need to move the game for that because his ball save was still going. The amount of times and the flipper fumble, that sucks. Wasn't able to do much. That was Jeff. My bad. Not able to do much. That's what happens when you don't know a game, you know? It's just, it's part of the experience. If you've never really played a game and you're expected to play it for a tournament, it's not that easy, especially when it's like a new Stern, because a lot of these games have so many rules and so many things to dissect to learn how to play it well. But alright, so this is me. I think I have a pretty bad ball here, if I remember correctly, but I started training, hit it into that Star Trek style shot. And I usually backhand this right ramp. Yeah, that seems to be like the easier way to go about it. Now, if I hit the left ramp, that will lock in my training. And I'm just missing left and right. So you can hit the layer stand-up target. Okay, so, and it'll like extend the amount of time you have to finish your training. You don't have a whole lot of time, but looks like I got it. So I picked Raphael. He's at level 2, and I'm not, my memory doesn't serve. I don't remember exactly like the different benefits of completing training. They're pretty huge, like they're substantial, and I deserve that. Definitely deserved a drain there. It was a very appropriately missed shot, you know? Golly, you can't even see the LCD that well. I don't even know how many points I'm at. I think I'm at like 7 or 8. Ooh. Nice. James with the backhand on the left on the fly. He's got his mode lit. Gets a ball save. Almost gets his Krang combo. Yeah, he just needs to hit the shot underneath the van to start his mode. I feel like this game, you really got to be in a mode. There are definitely points to be had. I don't mind the code, but I do think it could be a lot better. Like a lot better. James is doing some good work here. I think he's just over 1 million points. Nice, starts his mode. Gets the mode shot. And that's it. It died. It died. I'll look up who won and what the points are at. Okay, so I think we're good. As you can see, I took first, Kelly took second, James took third, Jeff took fourth. So Jeff's at 2 points, James is at 5, Kelly's at 7, I'm at 6. What this means is all I had to do was beat James. Like, it didn't matter like who took what points. All I had to do was beat James to get into the finals, the final 4. And it was rough. This is really close. I'm not gonna say who won or if there was a tiebreaker, but it was really close. Let's get it. I know this game pretty well. I'll just explain as we go. I will just explain as we go. Actually, let me see who's up first. Okay, so we got it. Jeff's up first, James is second. I am last, Kelly's third. So let's just push play on this and see what happens. I really wish we could use the audio from the game, but Jeff's up. It's like he's gonna pick his song, Communication Breakdown. He skips that. He's going to Black Dog. Rock and Roll. Okay. Looks like he got his million point skill shot, and it gave him, you know, gives you more ball save, which is pretty great. Game's pretty simple. You got a free multi-ball just starting out on these settings on that left ramp. You hit that left ramp 3 times, you start your multi-ball. Pretty rad. This game's rough. I really want to teach everybody how to like play it. If you pick communication, that was a nice move. Maybe a bit excessive, but still, you know, who am I to say? Just a second. I'm gonna pause the game for a second. All right, sorry for the pause. This cat was whining. It's like 2 in the morning. It's actually 3:30. I thought it was way earlier than that. It's late. I gotta go to bed soon, but he was whining. He's had a cone on. He had to have surgery. He's had a cone on his head for the last 10 days until today. He's just, I don't know, man. He's just being loud. So let's get it. Let's keep watching. I apologize. Okay. Jeff doing some good things. 1.2 million hits that right orbit. That's a shot that I cannot find regularly. That right orbit shot eludes me. Poor guy. Poor guy. He had to have surgery. He is not happy. This is actually, he's pretty dang happy right now. Nice. Got the post pass. I think he was post passing to try to get that left ramp to start his multi-ball. It's easier to backhand that shot. I know this game really well. I'm not like, I'm kind of bummed. I did not play very well for this game. In fact, I'd say my average score when I play Zeppelin is 100 mil. Say my average, very average score is 100. So, you know, it's pinball though, you know? Alright, here we go. I'm like adjusting it. Okay. This is such a ghetto tournament recording, but you know what? You gotta start somewhere. This is gonna be the worst one. Or the, not worst, it's just the quality is kind of low, you know? But, alright. James stepping up to the plate. I didn't even notice which song he picked. It's definitely not Communication Breakdown. I like picking Communication Breakdown because every shot is lit. It's a good starting mode. The value of your shots has a lot to do with how many shots you hit during the length of the song, as well as if you're comboing those shots or not. Nice. That is painful. That is a rough outlane. 2.6 million. 2.6 mil, T. What do you think about that, buddy? Dude, he... This guy took like the longest... Yeah, I'm not going to talk about the cat. We're here for pinball. I'm just stoked he's feeling a little better. It's been 10 days of having to force medicine into him. So this is Kelly. Kelly instantly uses his ball save. Hits that crazy shot that usually drains you. Just barely misses that orbit to get his tour multi-ball objective started. Ripping that spinner though, man, and the spinner's lit. So he's already at 4 mil, you know? Look at that. It's like 1 mil, 1.5. I don't remember what James just got, but 4.7 million, he didn't really play that long. I remember I stepped up thinking like, oh, this is gonna be easy, you know? And just like, I don't know, man, sometimes you just don't play well. It's pinball. So Communication Breakdown is my go-to first mode just because pretty much everything's lit. Hit that middle shot for 250. Oh man, I backhanded that on the fly. That's my first lock shot. I feel like I'm gonna drain instantly right here. So I did not light my left outlane ball save, which is not something I normally do. Normally it's the first thing I do is light that left outlane ball save by hitting the stand-ups to the left. The 2 stand-ups on the left. Nice little flick. I'm gonna try to backhand the ramp. Yeah, that's my go-to, and it's rough, man. What am I at? 2.6 million. We'll see what my bonus gets us to. What's up, Smiley Cat? He's so happy. He's just purring, dude. Yeah, such a bad ball one. Rough, man. Absolutely rough. And I think I was trying to explain to everybody like good songs to pick and like kind of how the game works a little bit. Okay, waiting on Jeff, and it looks like he just stepped up. Look at that, gets his skill shot for 2 million this time. So all his score is from skill shot so far, which is pretty awesome if you think about it. If everybody house balls and all you do is hit the skill shots, you are golden. See if you can find that left ramp, just barely misses it. Dude, this cat is so happy not to have his freaking collar. Or the cone. He's had a cone on, not collar. He's had a cone of shame on for the last 10 days. Because he had surgery on some stuff behind his ear. Not that anybody cares. Nice, Jeff. It's pretty good control here. Ooh, that right ramp on this particular Led Zeppelin is tough. It's a tough ramp to hit. Okay, just I think that puts him into first right there. As of like right then. Just flipping and flipping. Got some control on the left flipper. Yeah, man, that right ramp it's brutal. Right ramp and the right orbit. Guess it's not really an orbit, but the right furthest right shot and that right ramp are tough to find. Same with that left ramp, man. It's frustrating in tournaments when you're playing a game you haven't played a lot yet, and you just can't find any of the shots. Led Zeppelin's pretty straightforward for new players. You just start your song and hit anything that's lit, and bring in multi-balls. One of the things he could do is hit that left scoop to start his qualification for his tour multi-ball. Hey, there you go. I think that's 2. I can't remember if he already hit left ramp or not. But he's at 7 mil. Nice move. Picked up one danger. Okay, dude, he finds the right ramp. Beautiful. Right after hitting the left ramp. He's got one more shot on the left ramp to start his multi-ball. That's probably coming back to his left flipper. Yeah. Hits the right ramp again. Nice, man. It's starting to get into the flow. That's a save because he lit his kickback. It's not really called a kickback, but he lit his left out lane save. He's at 11 million? Yeah, 11 million looking good, man. As long as yeah, there it is. It's a multi-ball. This multi-ball by itself is not worth a lot. It's definitely a good one to help you progress through a mode. All those songs are modes. There's 10 modes in this game, technically. And how well you play during the song just determines how much points are worth. Like, the more you hit lit shots, the more points you can get per shot. Just a building, like a slow build game. It does feel good when you've played a song really well and each shot is worth like 7 to 10 million. That feels great. There's a lot going on with multipliers in this game that I won't get into. But I will do a tutorial. A very simplified tutorial about the multipliers. So people can kind of understand how that all works. Nice, dude. Hits the left ramp from the left flipper, which is called a backhand on the fly. This is the happiest cat I've ever seen. He's just like so happy not to have a cone of shame on. Nice, gets that in lane. Nice right shot. Check that out. 35 million? Nice. It's a good score. See if he finds that middle ramp. Gets his middle ramp. Also, it's a pro tip. Whenever there's a guitar solo in the song on Led Zeppelin, you just want to hit the middle ramp over and over and over and over again. Whenever there's a guitar solo. It's worth a ton of points. That was a great ball. Nice 5.4 mil bonus. Puts him at like 46 mil, about maybe 40, yeah, just under 46. James steps up like right as Jeff drains, like almost instantaneous. Nice, dude. Gets some good flow. Gets that right shot on the fly, and right down the middle. James is doing pretty good. I didn't pay attention to what he picked. Let's see what he picks for the Tour multi-ball. 20 pop bumpers. Not a bad one to start with, honestly. Okay, looks like he's found that middle ramp pretty good. Man, that right shot is not one that I can find. Almost backhands the left ramp for his multi-ball. For the first of 3. Nice little wiggle. Little wiggle wiggle. Ooh, like power in lane. That was cool looking. I love open playfield games like this, where there's like the shots are super far away from the flippers. T, you're like slipping off, buddy. Sorry, bud. Sorry, brother. Look at that, man. He's killing it. Throws the left flipper. Now now the cat's like sleeping on my arm. Rough life. Rough life being a cat or a dog. Ooh, just barely doesn't get that right shot. See if we can find it. I don't know if he's gonna go for the ramp or the spinner. Looks like a ramp attempt. I personally can't find the ramp from the right flipper. I always have to backhand it with the left flipper. Not always, but 95% of the time. Works 60% of the time, every time. Ow, you got claws, I don't. I'm a human. You're going to the couch, buddy. There you go. Alright, let's see what James does. This is a good ball. He's putting on a little, not quite a convention yet, but, you know, he's got some good time on this one. Okay, rips the spinner. Puts him at 31. And I'm just making sure this cat is happy because he was very injured 10 days ago. Stressful. Stressful when your little pets have to go to the vet and get surgery. Okay, looks like he's going for his Tour multi-ball on the left scoop and he missed it. Looks like he missed it. Alright, Kelly, stepping up. I can't tell how many points James got. 46? Alright, so this is Kelly. Kelly's gonna do what Kelly does. Looks like he's also going for the forehand on the left ramp and bricked it. Bricked it. So Kelly has enough points that he's made it into finals. Unless he took last and James took first, which would be a tiebreaker. But okay, let's see if he backhands that. This is me. So yeah, I backhand the lock shot, start my multi-ball. I don't remember if this is ball 3 already or not. No, this is only ball 2. So I got some like good things going, but if I remember right, I don't, once again, I'm not playing the game how I normally play it, just to light my left out lane save. And cradle up, man. Okay, looks like I got my add a ball. You got 4 balls just bouncing around. Just got the 10 million. But I'm not actually hitting anything. It's like, if I could just slow it down. Alright, found the left ramp. And down to 1 ball. And this will probably outlane. Ooh, okay, we hit the scoop. 6 ramps for my Tour multi-ball. And power left out lane. I was not happy. I deserved it though. I was playing like fast and loose. That's not how I normally play. Not this game anyways. Well, looks like we got Jeff stepping back up and he's leading the pack. Jeff is leading the pack. How about this music, huh? Probably can't even really hear it. I think at this point I told everyone pick communication breakdown. Every shot is lit. I don't want to play against people that don't know the game very well. I don't care about winning enough. I want to play against the best players that know the game as well, or at least know some of like the better modes and simple strategies. So let's see. Jeff hits the middle. His middle ramp's already worth half a mil. You know, second shot was worth 700K. See what his third shot in the mode is worth. That was not a lit shot, so it really wasn't worth much. He's at 51 mil. Okay, 630 plus 2, so that was like an 800K shot. I really like this game. I've said that a bunch, but it's one of my favorites lately. I really need to go put some more time on it and get a billion. Alright, so now each of these shots is worth over $1 million. And climbing, I swear it like increases by 200K. Each lit shot, mind you. I wish we could hear the music. That's the thing, like even Led Zeppelin, I won't be able, even if we record the audio from the pinball machine, we won't be able to upload it. I'll have to mute it, which is kind of frustrating, but such is life. Whoa, that was a sweet dig. I'm glad I got to see that. That was crazy. Also goes 20 pop bumpers. That shot alone was worth 1.3 million. He's at 50 mil. See if he feeds it up to the pops. Nice, dude. He kind of just adjusted and moved the game just slightly and didn't pick up a danger. That was nice. Just pretty good. He's pretty good at pinball. He's actually very good. I lose to him quite regularly. Seems like the few times I've beat Jeff lately is just I didn't necessarily deserve to win. It was either a game that we both know and neither of us played well, or the few times that I do win, it's on a game that I've played a lot that he's never played. So, you know, when he knows this game, it's gonna be rough to beat him. Okay, just past 70 million. Trying to find that middle ramp. He lit his kickback, his ball save. Ooh, almost hits the left ramp on the fly. This game is really flow friendly. Once you find the shots, I guess you could say almost every pinball, every game is flow friendly once you find the shots, but I don't think that's true. I think there are definitely some slow down and cradle games out there. This one's pretty good for flow if you know, play it enough to find everything and warm up. It's a fun game. I think it'd be a fun game to own for a while. Probably not long term, but for maybe like a year. Dang, dude. I think that's 93. $97 mil, I think. I'm not wearing my glasses. I probably should put them on. But James is at 40 million, and like I said, all I have to do is pass his score to not tie and be guaranteed to go to finals. Okay, he lit his left out lane, which is great. And I'm pretty sure he has his multi-ball on the left orbit ready. Like he's already gotten the pops and he's out. Yeah, so if he could have hit that furthest left shot, yeah, he would have started a 2-ball multi-ball. And Tour multi-ball is actually worth some good points. But ends up just above 40 mil, and the camera's just completely out of focus for a second. Kelly's at 4.9, but once again, Kelly doesn't care that much. Especially now that Jeff Peters is like taking 4 points. Kelly can't be passed by James at this point. Or can he? No, he could. He could, actually. What am I talking about? So yeah, Kelly actually needs to put up some decent points here. Okay, uses the upper flipper of death. Nice little... That was a good read. To use the right flipper instead of the left. Backhands the spinner. Hits the crazy shot that gives you some cool bonuses. Let's see what he picks. I think he picks spins. Yeah, 45 spins. So he's got to hit the spinner shot and let that bad boy spin. Okay, post passes. Probably going to backhand his lock or the spinner. Either the left ramp or the spinner. He goes for the left ramp. Dude, beautiful post catch. It's Kelly. That was a really nice post catch. See if he does it again. Yep. Ooh, but he hits the sling. Still, he's fine. Nice little flick. Get control. One more shot to the ramp. And he starts his multi-ball if he can hit it. And it's flawless victory, man. Like 3 in a row. Some really good control. Do we expect anything less? I definitely do not. He's still got a few balls going. Ball save just ended. Now he's got a cradle. Nope. Started his out of ball, so ball save is back. I think he's only at 14 million at this point, which it seems like he's done a lot and hasn't got a lot of points out of it. I mean, this is exactly how I like to play. Kelly's so good at it. Okay, backhands the spinner. Gets him another million. See if he rinses and repeats. Yep. So he's now got his tour multi-ball ready. Once he drains out of this, though. Nice, trying to nudge it to keep the ball in so he doesn't use up his... look at that, he already relit his out lane. And he drains out. This, just so you know, this ball is really good. He blows it up. We actually have to go tell him that he's guaranteed finals because we were running out of time for the tournament. And he starts to put on a convention here. You'll see. I know I'm spoiling a little bit, but that's just because I'm tired. And I need to come up with a schedule to edit these videos. So it's not like digging into my sleep when I haven't slept enough, kind of a thing. To be fair, I normally go to bed around between now and 6 a.m., so it ain't no big deal. Plus, it's Saturday night. Hope you guys all had a good weekend. Guys and gals, hope all of you had a good weekend. My weekend's been great. Okay. Looking good, feeling good. Now he's, I think he's at just under 60 mil. Like I said, yeah, Kelly's just putting on a convention here for a second. Super controlled. Everything's super, like, very purposeful. 71. I look away from the score and now he's like 10 million. He's put 10 million up. Okay, that center ramp shot is worth 3.3 million right now. If he can find it again. And he doesn't find it during multi-ball, which is completely okay. Just spelled his rock again so he can get his multi-ball started on the left ramp. But he should be going for the middle ramp, in my opinion. Just because the last shot was worth 3.3. Yeah, 2.2. Yeah. Just hit your lit shots for a second. Multi-ball is always the safe, best way to go, but... See if he backhands the left ramp. I apologize for having the camera set to autofocus. It's not a good setting for a pinball. Nice little dead bounce. Hits that ramp for 2.2 again. See if he hits that right ramp. Misses it. But nice control. He's already on the LCD display. He's on the top right. He's already at 5 records, which means he's beat this mode and he can like pick a different song as long as he hits that far right shot. Sometimes that's not the way to do it though, because the longer you play a song and the more shots you hit in that song, the more each shot is worth. So just because you can switch to a different song doesn't mean it's always what's best. Because he's getting 2.3, 2.5 million. Okay, so yeah, he hits that right shot. Now he can change the song. He's gonna go with Immigrant Song. Looks like we got the 3 ramps are lit for this mode. I'm gonna have to study this mode because you got different lights. Like purple and green. Oh, that means Immigrant Song is like communication breakdown. It looks like everything's lit. It's good to know. Look at that. Ugh. I apologize. That is painful to try to watch. I hope the rest of the ball is not like this. Okay, good. We got visual back. So he just got to 100 mil. He's at 102 million. Just doing what Kelly does. But now it's officially made it so this last game is just myself versus James. Like it's not possible for James to get more points than Kelly, so now he can't tie with Kelly. Because that puts James into 3rd place, no matter what, right now. Which would only give him 2 points. And Kelly will at least get 1, but we already know Kelly's either going to get 3 or 4. So yeah, Kelly's beat Jeff, and he's now beat James. So Kelly's guaranteed a spot. And I think this is when I start to go tell Nate, because we were like limited on time for the tournament. And it was going a little bit long. To see if I could like stop Kelly from playing for a minute. I don't know how he got a ball save on the right out lane. I don't understand that. I have to look into that. Oh, it's because he started his multi-ball. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. I'm like, wait. So he just starts his multi-ball like right before he right out lanes. That is awesome. Okay, and I think this is when I had told him he's guaranteed going to the next round. Now, all I had to do was pass James, right? I just have to get like a very small amount, honestly, for the amount of time I've spent playing this game. Putting up like 35 or 40 million shouldn't be too tough, but... And I didn't really have nerves. I was just having a good time playing with friends. Maybe that's the issue. I didn't take it super serious. I was just having fun. Okay, I already have 5 records of communication breakdown. I'm curious to see how much these points are worth. And I think I need to hit like a few more ramps to lock in my multi-ball. My tour multi-ball. Yeah, okay, so like starting a song after draining that you already have 5 records for isn't super beneficial. I'm just hitting the middle ramp because I want to get to my multi-ball. And to get to my tour multi-ball, I have to hit 6 ramps. It doesn't even matter which ramps. So. And I think that's it, yeah. Now all I gotta do is hit the scoop. Or sorry, left scoop. And I hit it, and I start the multi-ball. That's why I need more friends to commentate with me for these videos. So when I'm playing, you guys can make fun of me. It's like I got my kickback. And I'm not hitting anything. I've got this multi-ball going, but I'm missing every single shot. Like pretty much every shot has been bricked. Okay, cradles up. Hits the middle ramp for 1.6. 1.1. I'm only at 24 million. I start my add-a ball. And once again, I'm just bricking. Look at that. Half ramps. I could have just slowed down a little bit, cradled up, and relaxed. So I'm at 30 million right here. I got my no. So now I tied with James, right? Here, I'll just pause it. I'll kill the music too. So I tied with James, which means James and I had to do 1 ball on Grand Lizard. Because we were running out of time, we had to do a tiebreaker, James versus myself on Grand Lizard. Just 1 ball. We didn't even play a whole game, and I houseballed. So James got into finals, but I hope you guys like this. Let me know. Quality's only going to go up, and we'll have every single Utah tournament from now on. So next video will be finals, and I'll see you then.